Doubles and coffee, distraction. Stay focused. $3.8 billion unaccounted for. Pressure brought to bear on an independent institution. Trying to keep secrets from the population. Spending taxpayers' money, foreign currency in pounds sterling to suppress the truth about where the money gone. Stay focused. It's your money. They're telling you to pay higher taxes. They're taking from your pocket, weaning you off your taxpayers' dollars. Stay focused. Call me, but you have to answer. There must be no election in Trinidad and Tobago until the judicial review with the Auditor General versus the Ministry of Finance. No election must be called. That's what you all must be saying. Because the PNM has been trying to delay this truth-finding mission. They went all the way to the Privy Council. A big man, Douglas Mendes, SC, an intelligent human being, allowed himself to be bought, to sell out his soul, his legacy, to embarrass himself in front of his family, his children, his friends, his country, and the world, to go before the board of the Privy Council and try to argue the most ludicrous asinine case in history. You think Douglas Mendes didn't know that what he was saying or when he was going, when he went on that long 10-hour flight to England, that he was going to argue nonsense and embarrass himself? But he chose the paycheck over legacy. He chose the paycheck over his conscience and his professionalism. That Douglas Mendes SC. Sir, you are a total disgrace. I can't say your name again. But to you, the population, stay focused. Rowley must not be allowed to call any election until you, the people, know the truth about your $3.8 billion, about the money that wasn't accounted for, from inflated invoices, attempts to gerrymander accounts, from a minister calling the Auditor General on her cell phone. We need to know the truth. The people must know the truth before they dip their finger for anybody, before they have to decide between PNM Small Pen, PNM Rowley, PNM Foster, PNM Camille, PNM all of them, and PNM Calm, and the UNC. You have to know the truth, what they're running from and hiding from. The people must be saying there must be no election in Trinidad and Tobago until that truth comes out. And the judge said that she will rule on the judicial review after reading and assessing submissions in May. So stay focused. What are you coming to talk about? 2 weapons that came in duly approved and so on with custom form, and a man bring it in and so on for national security reasons, and nobody was killed with the weapon. No accusations of bullet shot or anything. You all thought I come in to talk about that, to distract all you from all your money? That will sort out itself. Don't let Rowley and them try to distract you. A commissioner of police sign a form to bring in weapon, two rifle. We have AR-15 coming here through porous borders. When I asked Fitzgerald Hines what's the rostering of the 2 cutlass vessels that he say come back, he couldn't say. He say it's secret. When you go out there, all the fishermen calling me, they say they are seeing no coast guard, they are seeing no vessel, they are patrolling nothing. Porous borders. All kind of weapon coming in here. Machine gun, submachine gun, AR-15, sniper rifle, long range rifle, bullet, small arm, sidearm, all kind of thing coming in this country through the 7 miles of the Gulf of Paria. And you telling me about 2 weapons coming approved by a commissioner of police? Well, that are nothing. Stay so. Where we $3.8 billion? How Stuart Small Pen Young walking around playing, he walking, in order for Small Pen to look good, he had to walk with the whole cabinet up in GRANDE. Wayne Sturge walking by himself and had the same kind of crowd. Now understand what you all saw in that video, you know. When Stuart Small Pen Young disrespected a black woman who simply was asking questions. Now as politicians, if somebody carrying on and cussing and so on, you walk away respectfully. But this lady wasn't cussing, she wasn't using expletives, she wasn't aggressive, she wasn't violent. She was simply saying, we have unemployed youths up here. What are you going to do? What are the plans? What are the policies? Are you going to bring back the gate system like Kamala had it? Are you going to increase NESC and MIC like how Kamala had it? Are you going to increase funding for sport and opportunities like Kamala had it? Are you going to create a situation where you could register your small business and increase funding for small business development like Kamala had it? The lady was just asking questions. Now Roger Monroe, he seems to be a better politician than Smallpin. He stood there, relaxed, and was ready to try to give an answer. But Stuart Smallpin Young, who cannot face the convention, who's afraid of one man, one vote in the PNM, who's afraid of the system and the constitution of the PNM, who has no testicular fortitude, even within the PNM, to put himself up against whoever wants to lead. He, the arrogant fool, grabbed Monroe and took him away from a citizen who is due to vote. That citizen represents each and every one of y'all, you know. Smallpin showed you who he is. If y'all didn't know, or if you forgot, that he ain't care what all you have to say. He ain't care to answer all your questions. He don't need to answer where your 3.8 billion done. Gone. He don't need to answer how come he always outside the cabinet recusing himself. He don't need to answer to you because he is Stuart Smallpin Young. He is the arrogant one anointed by Rowley, the king of arrogance. That video, all you're going to watch it again. That is PNM, and that's why you must reject them. How could you choose to vote for that? Could you choose to vote for disrespect? How could you choose to vote for arrogance? They go come and tell you all kind of nonsense, but they're showing you who they are. So that lady who was asking simple questions, that is you, that is your husband, that is your family, that is your mother, that is your father, that is your children, and that's how Stuart Smallpin Young and the PNM disrespect them. So don't be distracted. And to Rowley, if you feel Caribbean, CARICOM observers is it. CARICOM observers in Guyana said that Guyana election and GCOM was excellent and fantastic. The most corrupt attempt to steal an election in the history of the Caribbean. It was international observers at the Carter Center and others, Commonwealth observers, that put pressure, and we got the true results of the election in Guyana. So CARICOM, you're welcome, but your track record is not so sturdy. So international observers, Carter Center, Commonwealth observers, other groups have to come. But there must be no election till we see the judicial review and we can read what the judge had to write about what took place between the Auditor General, the Minister of Finance, the Ministry of Finance. As the Privy Council said, why do you just want to set up a committee appointed by the minister, selected by the minister, paid by the minister, and instructed by the minister what to investigate? Go and look at that Privy Council video. They didn't want to show all you, but social media is saving us from the PNM mass media. Go and watch it and see how disgusting, disdainful, dishonest PNM is. And then get ready to vote UNC. Don't get distracted by 2 rifles that ain't fire no bullet nowhere. It have about 20,000 illegal firearms in the hands of bandits that killing people in a SOE, double murder, triple murder, all kind of things. Study that. Bless.